Using your Moneris Go terminal is easy. From processing a purchase to ending your day, we have you covered. Every time you use Moneris Go, you'll be asked to sign in. Enter your username and password, then tap Sign In. Want to process a purchase? Start by entering the purchase amount on the keypad, then tap the green Confirm key. Pass the terminal to your customer. If you've enabled tips on your terminal, this is when your customer can add a tip amount. Once they've made their selection, they can pay in a few different ways for both debit and credit. They can pay by inserting their card, by swiping their card, or by tapping their card or mobile device. If you enabled cardholder choice in the receipt settings, your customer can choose to have the receipt printed, emailed, or texted to them. They can also skip the receipt entirely if they want. Once they're done, your customer will be asked to hand the terminal back to you. All you have to do is tap OK and you're done. Viewing reports on your terminal is easy. Simply tap the main menu and select Reports. Your reports will show transactions from all of your terminals together, so no need to worry if you have more than one. The first report is a daily summary of transactions and a list of your latest transactions. You can look back on months of transactions. Depending on your user role and permissions, you will see a summary and transactions from the current user or from all users. An admin user will always be able to see all users within reports. Tapping End of Day gives you a more detailed summary of your transactions by card type. Again, depending on your user role, you may be able to see all users or filter by specific users too. Tap the printer icon to print the End of Day report for your records. Access other reports through your Merchant Direct account on Moneris.com. Made a mistake? You can void a transaction by going to the main menu and tapping Report. Find the transaction you want to void by scrolling through the latest transaction list, by scanning the QR code from the receipt, or by searching for it. When you find the transaction you're looking for, tap Void. Remember, you can only void transactions from your current batch using the terminal where you processed the original transaction. Now let's try processing a refund. To start, go to the main menu and tap Report. Find the transaction you'd like to refund by scrolling through the latest transaction list, by scanning the QR code from the receipt, or by searching for it. Once you find the right transaction, tap Refund. A refund can be done at any time from any terminal. Want to reprint a receipt? To start, go to the menu and tap Report. Find the transaction you want to reprint by scrolling through the latest transaction list, by scanning the QR code from the receipt, or by searching for it. Once you found the transaction you want, tap Reprint. You can explore different settings by tapping Settings in the main menu. This is where you will find everything you need to manage your terminal. By tapping Receipt in the Settings menu, you can manage a number of receipt settings. You can give your customers the choice of receipt format, add a print delay between the customer and merchant receipt, or choose the number of merchant receipts that will print for your records. Hit Save when you're happy with your choices. Tap Tips in the Settings menu to edit your tip settings. You can toggle between a number of options and edit your preset tip amounts by tapping the percentages. Preset amounts are presented to customers for their convenience and to speed up the payment process. Once you're finished, tap Save. You can manage your users next by tapping User Management in the menu. Here, you can search for a user and edit their profile by tapping their name. You can change their password, update their role, deactivate the user, and more. You can also use the search bar to find a specific user, or use the plus button to create a new one. You can update user roles by going back to User Management in the menu. Tap User Roles in the bottom navigation. Here you can search for a user and edit their permissions by tapping the user role. To start, you'll have 3 user roles including Admin, High, and Low. An admin-level user has access to all features of the terminal. A high-level user can access most features but limits some settings. A low-level user can do all transactions and view their own transaction reports, but has limited access to other features. These are customizable, so feel free to update the high and low roles to match your needs or create new ones. You can change some general settings by tapping General Application in the Settings menu. Automatic sign-out time allows you to choose how long your terminal can be inactive before automatically signing you out. Use the plus and minus buttons until you're happy with the time limit. You can also set the application to sign you out automatically after performing a transaction. This can help if multiple people will be frequently taking turns using the same terminal, like in a restaurant, for example. The Pass Terminal Timer controls when the message instructing you to pass the terminal to the customer is visible. You can set the time to 0 to skip this message entirely. The report reset time is a very important setting. This is when your reports will reset back to $0 so you can track a new day. This should be set after your regular business hours, but make sure your end-of-day processes will be complete before your selected time. For example, 2 to 3 hours after your business closes. Is your business open 24 hours a day? Then you could choose a standard time that aligns with a shift change or 12 a.m. to reset at the beginning of a new day. Quick tip: ask Moneris to make your batch close time and your report reset time the same so they both align. Once your day is finished, your batch will be closed and your reports will reset automatically. To view your end-of-day reports, tap Reports in the main menu and go to End of Day on the bottom navigation. Here you'll be able to view transaction summaries for all users and card types. If you want to print the report, tap the Print icon. If you notice any discrepancies between the report and your records, contact Moneris. And that's it! Now you're good to go!